What if I told you our planet always warns us before disaster strikes? Nature's signals are everywhere: subtle shifts, strange animal behavior, sudden changes in the sky, land and sea. These aren't myths, they're real observable patterns that have played out for millennia. The receding tide before a tsunami, the eerie silence in a forest, the sky turning an unnatural hue. These are nature's desperate attempts to communicate. Today, we'll uncover 20 terrifying warnings from nature that experts believe signal a coming disaster. This knowledge isn't just fascinating, it could save your life. Watch till the end, because the final warning is happening right now, closer than you think. For centuries, people have noticed animals acting strangely before disasters. Dogs barking, birds fleeing, elephants running for higher ground. Science now confirms, animals sense subtle vibrations and changes we can't detect. Before the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, elephants screamed and fled. Flamingos abandoned their nests. In 3973 BC, rats and snakes deserted Hellas before an earthquake destroyed it. These creatures aren't panicking without reason. They're responding to the Earth's earliest warnings. Their instincts are a survival tool we've forgotten. Sometimes the first sign of disaster is the wild, urgent movement of the animal world. Imagine the sea suddenly pulling back, exposing the seabed. A moment of curiosity for some, but a fatal trap. This phenomenon, called a drawback, is the classic warning of an approaching tsunami. The ocean is gathering itself into a massive incoming wave. In 2004, many on Southeast Asian beaches wandered onto the exposed seabed, unaware they were in the path of destruction. The eerie calm is the most potent warning of all. If you ever see the sea vanish, run for high ground, immediately. The ocean's retreat is a brutal lesson in survival. The ground feels solid, but it's an illusion. When deep cracks appear overnight, splitting roads and fields, it's a warning. These fissures often precede earthquakes or volcanic eruptions, signaling immense underground pressure. In volcanic regions, new cracks and steam mean magma is rising. Scientists watch for these signs as a red alert. The Earth's surface is telling us something violent is about to happen. Don't ignore the cracks, they're the planet's warning lines. The sky is a canvas of warnings. Lenticular clouds signal turbulent air. Shelf clouds announce powerful storms. Roll clouds and funnel clouds mean severe weather is imminent. These dramatic formations are not random. They're the visible architecture of danger. Pilots, farmers, and storm chasers know to read these signs. A sky that looks unnatural is nature's way of screaming a warning. Learn to read the clouds. They can save your life. The next time the sky turns strange, pay attention. When lakes, rivers, or wells suddenly dry up without drought, it's a sign of deep changes underground. Before major earthquakes, water can drain into new cracks, causing mysterious drops in surface levels. The ancient Chinese used well water changes to predict quakes. In 1975, reports of wells drying up led to a citywide evacuation in Haicheng, saving thousands. Vanishing water isn't a curse, it's a crucial clue. Watch your water sources, they might be warning you. When fish die en masse, floating on the surface, it's a blaring alarm. Oxygen depletion, toxic gases from underwater volcanoes, or seismic activity can all trigger these die-offs. Sometimes it's a sign of a red tide, algal blooms that poison water and food. Mass fish deaths mean the water has turned hostile, often before humans notice. If you see this, something big is happening below. The aquatic world is sending a desperate warning. When a region is gripped by record-shattering unseasonal heat, it's more than uncomfortable. It's a sign of atmospheric imbalance. Heat waves dry out landscapes, turning forests and grasslands into tinderboxes. Wildfires often follow, spreading with terrifying speed. These events signal climate instability and the breakdown of weather patterns. A heat dome or stalled jet stream can lock in extreme temperatures for weeks. The unbearable heat is a fever, our planet's warning that its systems are struggling. Pay attention to the heat, it's a prelude to disaster. Lightning storms are spectacular, but when lightning becomes constant and intense, it signals extreme atmospheric instability. Supercell thunderstorms, with prolific lightning, can spawn giant hail and tornadoes. Meteorologists use sudden spikes in lightning as a warning of rapid storm intensification. In a warming world, these outbreaks are becoming more common. A sky filled with abnormal lightning is a visual warning of destructive power. When the heavens rage, take cover. Before major earthquakes, the ground can develop a subtle, detectable fever. Stress along fault lines generates heat and releases gases like radon, causing thermal anomalies. Satellites have confirmed these temperature spikes before big quakes, like in Gujarat, India, 2001. The ground radiates its stress in the infrared spectrum. It's a silent, invisible warning, one we're only beginning to understand. The Earth's fever is a sign of imminent upheaval. Insects are the pulse of an ecosystem. When their buzzing fades or they vanish, it's a chilling warning. Toxic gases before eruptions or groundwater contamination can wipe out insects first. Globally, insect decline signals a slow-motion ecological disaster. Their silence means the foundations of our food webs are crumbling. When insects disappear, disaster is close behind. The smell of sulfur, like rotten eggs, signals volcanic unrest. Rising magma releases sulfur gases, which escape through cracks and vents. A sudden spike in sulfur dioxide is a red flag for volcanologists. The smell can travel for miles, warning communities downwind. In places like Hawaii, a thickening sulfur haze means danger is rising. When you smell brimstone, the earth is exhaling a warning. Sinkholes are sudden, terrifying reminders of hidden decay underground. They form when soluble rock dissolves, leaving empty caverns below. Heavy rain or distant earthquakes can trigger a collapse. Sometimes swarms of small quakes precede large sinkholes. One sinkhole often means more are possible nearby. The ground may look solid, but it can be hollow and unstable. Sinkholes are nature's warning to tread carefully. Animal migrations are ancient, but when species suddenly change their routes, it's a sign of danger. They may be fleeing subtle geological changes or environmental threats we can't sense. Before eruptions, animals often avoid affected areas. Climate change is forcing migrations into new, unfamiliar territories. Disrupted migration is a living symbol of a system in crisis. When animals abandon their paths, something is deeply wrong. When the sky turns deep red or orange, it's not just a sunset, it's a warning. Smoke from wildfires or ash from volcanoes fills the air with particles, scattering sunlight. These fiery skies signal massive destruction, even from hundreds of kilometers away. Volcanic eruptions can color sunsets worldwide for months. A sky that looks like it's on fire is a message. The atmosphere is disturbed. Look up. Sometimes, the sky tells you everything. Glaciers and ice sheets are melting at record speed, collapsing into the ocean. This isn't a gentle melt, it's catastrophic, driving sea level rise and threatening coastal cities. Melting ice can trigger local tsunamis and disrupt global ocean currents. For millions, this is an existential threat. The sound of cracking ice is the sound of a system breaking down. The accelerating melt is a countdown to disaster. The planet's frozen warning is loud and clear. Major earthquakes are often preceded by swarms of smaller tremors, foreshocks. These swarms are the fault lines warning that a bigger rupture may be coming. Each small quake redistributes stress, bringing the system closer to failure. Seismologists watch these patterns as a countdown to disaster. Not all swarms lead to big quakes, but an increase in activity is a critical sign. The Earth's trembling is a prelude. Don't ignore it. Sudden, dramatic shifts in wind direction signal violent atmospheric changes. Wind shear is key to tornado formation. Surface winds from one direction, upper winds from another. A rapid wind shift can mean a tornado or hurricane is imminent. As hurricanes pass, winds can reverse direction with even greater force. Understanding wind changes is vital for survival. The wind's sudden turn is nature's announcement of new danger. When the wind changes, so do the rules. Sometimes, the Earth produces strange, low-frequency sounds, booms, hums, rumbles. These noises often precede earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, or sinkholes. They're the audible evidence of immense underground forces at work. The Earth is literally groaning under stress. When the ground rumbles, it's a warning to pay attention. Listen closely. These sounds are the planet's alarm bells. Sudden spikes in ocean temperature fuel massive storms, hurricanes, cyclones, typhoons. Warm water is the energy source for these storms, allowing rapid intensification. Marine heat waves are becoming more frequent and severe. They devastate marine life and leave coastal communities with little time to prepare. An abnormally warm ocean is a system overloaded with energy. The ocean's fever is a warning of storms to come. Sometimes, the most chilling warning is total silence. Before tornadoes or tsunamis, the normal sounds of life vanish. Birds, insects, even the wind. This is the calm before chaos, reported before many disasters. The silence means overwhelming forces are at work. Animals flee or fall silent, sensing what's coming. If nature's voice suddenly disappears, you're in extreme peril. The world holds its breath before disaster strikes. These 20 signs are not acts of malice, they're desperate communications from a stressed planet. The real question, are we listening, or have we tuned out nature's warnings? Learning to read these signs is not just for experts, it's for everyone. Awareness is a necessity in a world of growing instability. The warnings are louder and more frequent. The final silence is a global threat. We can ignore the signs or learn, adapt, and survive. If you found this eye-opening, like, subscribe, and share. Because awareness can save lives.